Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, Destiny 2's 9th season, also known as Season of Dawn, is finally live. And within this new season, we've been given access to quests for 3 new ritual weapons, one for PvE, PvP, and one for Gambit. This time around, Gambit's ritual weapon is an aggressive frame shotgun known as Python. And in this video, we're going to discuss the best methods of how to obtain this weapon. So without further ado, let's get it in. In order to obtain the Python for yourself, you're going to have to visit the Drifter and pick up the quest known as Get Closer, which instructs you to kill enemies in Gambit or Gambit Prime with shotguns. That's split up between 500 shotgun final blows and 150 close range final blows. The 500 shotgun kills portion of this quest was sucked very badly if Guardians didn't grant extra progress. And as far as how much extra progress Guardians grant, I honestly don't know, because before I realized how many shotgun kills I needed, I was already done with this part of the quest. Now be advised that all enemy Guardian kills grant extra progress, so killing enemy invaders and killing enemy Guardians with shotguns while you're invading both grant the same amount of progress. It only took me exactly 5 matches of regular Gambit to complete that portion of this quest, because I played with either 2 or 3 other friends at every fire team and invaded the other side every time the portal was open and got as many shotgun kills against the opposing 4 Guardians as I could. Food for thought. I do not suggest playing Gambit Prime to complete this quest, since Gambit Prime is limited to a single round, and that'll screw with the efficiency of you completing this quest. Worst and best case scenario, you might have a few matches where you might make it to the 3rd round for the tiebreaker in regular Gambit and manage to get a few extra shotgun kills. Now, due to the fact that Guardian kills grant the most efficient progress, you're gonna have to get up close and personal with enemy Guardians, which was fun but very odd. I say that it's odd because invaders usually fight from a distance, hence why weapons such as Sleeper Simulant, Queenbreaker's Bow, and Truth have all had a turn in dominating the invasion game in Gambit. But the fact that you would have to invade with a shotgun to get this portion of the quest over with quickly is a very interesting way to mix things up. So allow me to share my suggestions. Before you load into Gambit, I want you to find a helmet and a pair of boots with arc affinity. Equip the shotgun ammo finder mod to your helmet and equip the shotgun scavenger mod to your boots. You can equip more than one of each of these mods to increase the effectiveness of their benefits, but doing so isn't 100% mandatory. Everybody has their own loadout preferences, but every time I play Gambit, my loadout always has a legendary shotgun in it, so this quest was gonna complete itself naturally for me. Now, since Gambit is mostly PvE, you'll want to focus on damage ramp up perks such as Rampage, Surrounded, and Swashbuckler, and despite all the nerfs to these perks, they're still very much viable. 3 stacks of Rampage and 5 stacks of Swashbuckler will increase the damage output of your weapon by 33% and 30% for Surrounded. Uptime maintenance is very simple for all 3 of these perks, because there'll never be a point in time where you aren't surrounded by hordes of ads aside from the times where you invade. But yeah, I highly suggest equipping your weapon with a Rampage spec or a Surrounded spec mod, but if you don't have either one of these mods, you can obtain them from 8 to 1. However, you're at the mercy of RNG in terms of getting them to drop. Luckily, mods have indefinite use and can only be obtained once. So once you get the mod you're looking for, it'll be removed from the knockout list. Now, I was going to also suggest to stay away from Slug Shotguns. Examples consistent of, but not limited to, Chaperone and Good Bone Structure. Slug Shotguns, as far as I'm concerned, have little to no viability in PvE, for one, and for 2, you'll be wasting your time sniping enemies with your precision slugs, because I'm pretty sure they won't count towards the 150 close range kills for one of the portions of this quest. I probably didn't have to accentuate close range the way that I did, but yeah, you get the picture. But anyways, just don't use Slug Shotguns for this. Also, Slug Shotguns rely on headshots to kill, and this is the main reason why they have little to no ad clear potential. Aggressive frame shotguns are what I had the most success with, mainly the curated Mindbender's Ambition because of its Rampage perk. The Menagerie's Imperial Decree and Gambit Prime's Last Man Standing are also very viable options as well. Imperial Decree can roll some amazing perks such as Feeding Frenzy, which mitigates the naturally slow reload speed for shotguns, and Swashbuckler, which is easy to reach 5 stacks of because all it takes is 1 melee kill to gain an extra 33% damage, lasting for 4.5 seconds. The only thing that sucks about the other aggressive frame shotguns aside from Mindbender's Ambition is the fact that they have 4 rounds of the magazine as opposed to the Mindbender's 5 rounds. But I usually use perks such as Appended Mag and Tactical Mag to mitigate this, but a backup mag mod works just as well if your shotguns didn't roll with any of these perks. With double shotgun scavenger mods, I was able to clear waves of ads with just my shotgun alone and rarely ever had to use my primary weapon. Lightweight frame shotguns such as Parcel of Stardust and the reprised Hawthorne's Field for a shotgun are pretty amazing as well. The lightweight frame intrinsic perk grants a movement speed boost to your character, enabling you to move around very quickly, which is amazing for Gambit. Gambit's maps are huge, and any method of getting from one side of the map to the other is incredibly viable here. Also, lightweight frame shotguns only have 5 less points of impact than the famous Dust Rot Blues and its buckshot precision frame family. Not to be confused used with the Slug precision frames that we spoke of earlier. Now, I used to use rapid fire frame shotguns a lot back in year 2, but after the rate of fire nerf, I slowly started to shy away from them a bit. I mean, they're still viable, but if you really want to brandish the true potential of a rapid fire frame shotgun, something like the Scourge of the Past raised threat level, Escalation Protocol's Untitled Shotgun are the ones you want to use. Now, Untitled Shotgun being a year 1 weapon has a static roll, but one of its perks is Trench Barrel, which gives you an insane damage boost for the first 3 rounds fired after meleeing an enemy. Trench Barrel is also available on a curated threat level, as well as one of the perks on the randomly rolled versions. Oh yeah, and if you have the year 1 or the year 3 version of the Perfect Paradox, those work just as well too. For exotic weapons, you can be a crazy madman daredevil like me and equip the Legend of Acreus, jump through the invasion portal, and hope for the best. Okay, it honestly wasn't that bad at all. I had a lot of fun doing this because, like I said earlier, nobody expects anybody to invade and run directly at him like an idiot. But due to the fact that I have the Legend of Acreus Catalyst, I was feeling pretty brave doing this. The Acreus Catalyst brings the Acreus magazine size up to 6 from 2 and grants a massive boost to reload speed. And if you don't have the catalyst for this weapon, I can't wholeheartedly suggest it for this quest, no matter how much I love it. With only 2 rounds, you'll be reloading too often, and the base reload speed of this weapon is horrendous. And believe me when I say that the reload speed with the catalyst and without it is a day and night difference. Now, you might have similar success with Tractor Cannon as well. Tractor Cannon is special not only because it can suppress enemy guardians, but also causes enemies afflicted by it to take 30% extra damage. So even if you weren't invading with Tractor Cannon, you can simply use it on the primeval to boost your team's DPS against it. Tractor Cannon is also pretty good at clearing hordes of red bar trash mobs as well. And the Tractor Cannon Catalyst grants this weapon 3 extra rounds in the magazine and increases its mag size from 4 to 7. This is incredibly helpful, and despite how much of a difference it makes, it isn't the end of the world if you don't have the Tractor Cannon Catalyst. The infamous Lord of Wolves is also something that I can't look over, because even after the nerf, this weapon is still very deadly, and now that it has a catalyst that's basically being given out for free, there's even more incentive to use this weapon. Seriously people, I got the Lord of Wolves Catalyst after my first game of PvP the day that Season 9 went live, but with or without the Catalyst, Lord of Wolves is deadly against Guardians and adds, but I've had a lot of success against blockers. All I've ever needed to do was proc to release the Wolves perk, and the Lord of Wolves does the rest of the work for me. Now you'll also have to land 150 shotgun final blows in the form of what's referred to as close range final blows, as stated previously. Honestly, I don't know what qualifies as a non-close range final blow because shotguns aren't long range weapons, but as long as you're killing enemies within shotgun distance, you should be fine. As stated previously, do not use Slug Shotguns and expect to get progress for this part of the quest. I already suggested to not use Slug Shotguns for this quest as a whole, but this part of the quest makes them even less incentivizing to use. Now the final part of this quest requires you to hit Infamy Rank Heroic, which is 2,500 points in the Gambit game types. This shouldn't take long at all provided that you're winning games on win streaks as well as completing Gambit bounties. If you're working on this quest during double or triple Infamy week, you'll have this part of the quest done with little to no effort. Gambit and Gambit Prime bounties also give you points towards your Infamy rank, so don't disservice yourself by not picking them up. Even if your Infamy gains aren't being doubled or triple, I'd still suggest that you don't ignore these bounties. Some of these bounties state that they're Gambit Prime bounties but don't even require you to play Gambit Prime at all, so why would you not do these? Well, that does it for this one, everybody. I hope that you found this video useful. In the comment section, tell me how many of the Season 9 ritual weapons you've obtained so far. If you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor and thumb wrestle that like button till it turns blue. And if you're new to my neck of the woods, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you won't ever miss a video of the most elite gaming content. But with that being stated, 1LHD is over and out. Y'all take it easy.